Today we're doing well, this is actually take two, because the first attempt, these batteries died on me, and those ones were dead, so I had to put new batteries in, but this is take two, so. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started. So this is a review on the Dell Latitude E5440, and backstory about this laptop is I needed a laptop. This one was in like new condition, and it had basically a brand new battery. Its warranty expired in 2022, and everything's perfect for me on it. 8 gigs of RAM, Core i5, and has a disk drive that met all my needs. So let's get started. First, you have your DVD-ROM drive, headphone jack, VGA. Not VGA. USB 3.0, VGA, Ethernet port, USB 2.0 port, power port, Wi-Fi switch, ventilation, HDMI, USB 3.0, SD card, and express card slots. Oh, don't want to do that. And you have your both of your speakers there, and then right here you have Wi-Fi, power, battery charging, and hard disk usage. But yeah, this one has a 500, also has its original 500 gig hard drive in it. We have a webcam. I believe it's a VGA quality webcam, I'm not sure. And then you have your volume controls, power button, your Intel sticker, and your model number here. And you have your keyboard. This one shipped with 8.0, but I put Windows 7 on it. And this one was actually made and sold in 2014, just as a fun fact. Let's go ahead and get this one started up. Oh, and if I didn't mention, it's 1366 by 768 display panel. Not the best, but not the worst. Also, I had to forcefully shut it down because the camera battery died, and I wanted to show it booting up. And this is not a clean install either, and this thing boots up really fast. So, and this is, it's gonna say Control Delete to log on, so I'm gonna have to do that so I can log on. But give me a second. Log on, and we'll continue. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it's logging on, and ignore the wallpaper. That's temporary. I have no idea if the camera is even focusing on the screen. My camera does not have a manual focus, so I'm gonna probably actually have to get very close to it. And yes, we are running Windows 7 Professional. My battery is actually about to die, so let me plug it in. But let me go to the properties screen on here, and I'll also go over the software this is running with what version, from what year it is from. I haven't done the system rating yet. Oh, the refresh rate's screwed up. 8 gigs of RAM. Yeah, it's not focusing. Hold on. But yeah, it's got 8 gigs of RAM, Core i5 4210U, and it's Windows 7 Professional, Service Pack 1. But yeah, let's just go over the programs I have installed. Off the top of my head, okay, well, we'll just do here. We have uTorrent from like 2010, Adobe Reader X from 2012, Firefox 115 ESR, and I will be doing a review on Silverfox when Florin releases it. Legacy Update, Supremium, Windows Movie Maker 6.0 from like 2007, Unregistered HyperCam 2, iTunes version like 10.2 or something from like 2011 or 2012 or even 2010, I don't remember. ManyCam from like 2012, Microsoft Office 2010, Power ISO version from like 2010, QuickTime, which came with iTunes, Roblox, which is broken, SharePoint, which came with Office, Supremium apps, which is okay. And Supremium is like the latest version of Chrome for like Windows 7, and then of course the Sims 3 with every single expansion pack and tons of mods. Don't even think that was in focus, but it doesn't matter. So it's just a quick review. Oh yeah, I just realized it's not even charging because my charger's unplugged. I'm so stupid. And I will say the trackpad is actually really good. I've been maining this thing for like a week so far. Trackpad's really good. Keyboard's really good. Battery itself, for being from like its original battery, it still holds like 6 hours of charge, so that's really good. I honestly think this thing was like bought, used for like maybe a couple weeks, and like sat in a IT office, closet, and probably was never used since. But yeah, I really do like this laptop, and it's really nice. Also, my gadget for battery. Also, I will be making a website soon, so be excited for that, because I will post some stuff about Windows 7, like all the apps I use will be available for download, and I'll also put like 1,000 Windows 7 gadgets that should be verified to not have viruses. So don't hold me accountable if it does, but it probably doesn't. I'm just saying that because I got the link off of archive.org, so I can't promise that. But usually gadgets don't have viruses, so should be fine. And then, just to show a test, let's go to computer. Let's go to not downloads, let's go to documents. And let's just go to the spreadsheet real quick. Everything loads like really fast. None of this information is private, so I'll just show it. And yeah, it's speedy enough. It's basically just your general corporate PC that you'd see in any business from in 2014 to 2018. And these things, I actually have a funny story to tell. So in my social studies teacher's class from 8th grade, she had a one of these. That thing had actually got flung off of a desk before. Like, it flew across the room. And it sustained no damage, but like a couple of scratches. So that's the main reason why I wanted one of these. But also because I wanted a older Latitude that still had a disk drive, which this one does have, and it's also still has a really good performance. And considering this has its original 500 gig hard drive, it's really good for what it is. I want to take the battery out to show you all the specifications of it, but I don't want to have to reset the clock, so that will be done later. But as you can see, it's perfectly fine. I don't really know what else to show, because I just showed it. I guess I could say the charger, since this is its original charger, is a 65 watt power supply. Yeah, it is the original Dell one, because it says Dell Inc. at the top. It's just a generic 65 watt one. I also have a 90 watt one that I probably should be using more if I want to charge it faster, but again, I also don't want to degrade the battery faster, so yeah. Also, I guess I'll go over its design. It looks relatively nice. Now, these markings, if it look like grease markings, are actually like wear markings, because I think this came from a school before where they had to scratch out the school board stuff here. Also, this is one of the more better Dell laptops because its logo's not shiny, and for some reason when I've been in school, people have complained, oh, your Dell laptop's logo is so shiny, can you take the sticker off? Because usually the shiny part is just a sticker off of the newer ones, but the older one is actually built in. But thankfully, this one's like a solid black logo, so I won't get complaints, finally. And I also would like to mention, this part on the Dell Latitudes is actually metal. I don't know why it's like that on the lid, but I do understand it for the hinges. And in my opinion, they look really sleek and good, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, I got a notification on my phone, I'll have to look, but yeah, and then these are compatible with, I think they call it the E-Series dock, which is basically just the dock that Dell's been using for the longest time. Like, they didn't make any newer dock, they just started using the older docks with this newer style when it came out, and they still use that dock today for some of their newer laptops, which is stupid. But, it's fair, to be honest, because, if it works, don't fix it. And I would also like to mention this model's newer brother, the E5440, actually has touchscreen variants, which So does the 5250, the 12-inch model, and I've been thinking about getting one of those one day. Because this one's fine, I just would like to have a touchscreen. Also, this model does also support a touchscreen as well, I think, and also supports a 1600 by a 1600 by 900 screen, which is still not the best, but it's better. And especially because these laptops are really good. Like, these things can go through stuff and they will not be affected. And they're also really easily upgradable, because all you have to do is flip them over, flip these two switches, and you basically have access to your RAM here, your Wi-Fi card, which is like right here, I think. Well, no, it'd be right here, and your hard drive is like right here. If you actually need to get any further into it, it's like all separate. So you have your stuff right there. And once you take this plate off, and then under that plate, this plate, there's another plate that doesn't have that has the holes for the stuff. So if you take this out, then you can actually gain access to everything in the PC. And I think you can even on the front, you can actually pop these two parts off, and then you can take off the keyboard and you get tons of access. And that's how you would replace the keyboard and replace trackpad. And if you have a worn trackpad, it's a part of this whole entire top assembly, so not only do you get a new trackpad, but you get a whole new top assembly, which I find really nice about these laptops, because they're just so upgradable. Also, from what I know, you can take the disk drive out if you don't like the disk drive, but in my opinion, you should just keep the disk drive, because it just gives you extra stuff. Because I'm more of a CD/DVD person, plus especially if you're using Windows 7 and you don't want to have Power ISO, you usually have to burn DVDs a lot, which I do, because I don't like using Power ISO that much. I usually like actually burning stuff like Office 2010 to a DVD, so. And the only wear I really ever have seen on this laptop is like right here on the spacebar, which I think that's actually for me, I'm not sure. And you have your trackpad, which this is not even worn at all. The buttons do appear to be a little worn on camera. When it's actually in person, they're not worn at all. The palm rests are perfectly fine, but that is it. So, yeah. Bye, I guess.